Hey guys, welcome back for the Sunday edition of crypto, and I'm gonna be doing Ethereum versus US dollar, all the time frames. I'm gonna start with the monthly and down to the 1 hour. So monthly, weekly, daily, 4 hours and 1 hour. I have here the monthly. As you can see, I think it's easy to see. There's absolutely nothing bullish in this time frame for the time being. Of course, the macro is bullish, but not for, for right now. We're still trending down very clearly, so there's no signal to enter long here. Of course, not to enter short either. If you are short already from long ago, then great, but yeah, not time to enter short. I guess the only bullish sign that you could see here is that the current candle could maybe has the potential to be a hammer candle, which sometimes leads into a reversal. It sometimes is a reversal candle, but of course we don't know how this candle is going to close. It might close all the way up here, being a green hammer, which would be even more bullish, but it could also close all the way down here. We don't know. There's still 1 week for the candle to close. I guess another bullish sign that you could see here is the RSI is completely oversold, so overdue for a bounce, but that would be it. It would be a bounce. It would not indicate a reversal when it comes to changing from bearish, from bear market to bull market. It could just be a bounce. We have the 20-month moving average right above here. Right now is at around $400. So if we do get a reversal here on a monthly scale, I would expect this to bounce for the next month or two and find resistance at 400 and then continue on the way down, because it's simply more safe to assume continuation than not reversals. Reversals don't happen very often. Continuation happens all the time. Let's take a look at the weekly. By the way, I'm on Poloniex because it's the one with more history, more than Bitfinex, so that's why I'm doing Poloniex. And I'm doing the logarithmic scale because it just, if you do the linear, you can't really see all this. You cannot really see the movement here, the price action. So yeah, that's why I'm using the logarithmic. So yeah, on a weekly scale, like most of the altcoins, we are absolutely bearish. It crossed bearish not that long ago on a weekly scale, so we're just continuing down, now bouncing maybe to find resistance at, again, the 20-week moving average is again at around 400. Right now is at 424, but by the time the price would get up here, the moving average would continue to trend down, so it would be again at 400, which is also main resistance from this previous low. So let me drop the line here. 400 is gonna be so far triple resistance. I counted the 20-month moving average, the 20-week moving average, and main resistance from this point and all these points here. 400 was a very critical level, so I doubt very much it's going to break it as easily. But I have been saying we are overdue for a bounce and for a retest of this main resistance, which used to be support not long ago. Now it became very strong resistance, so we were overdue for a bounce here and probably retesting this and getting rejected. And for the daily, yeah, we had quite the bounce here, because of course, look at this vertical movement down. It needed to bounce at some point. It was very extended down. Ethereum is the one that's been punished the most lately in the whole crypto market. Of course, it's the one that went up the most also during the first half of 2017. As you can see here, it went up crazy, so it had to be the one that corrected the most. This is just how markets work. If it goes up parabolic, it'll go down parabolic as well. So yeah, bouncing at the moment, going to find resistance at the 50-day moving average at around $270. But for the time being, for the short term, I would assume continuation. Look, we had this run up here. It came down and it bounced very quick. It didn't even go as low as the 20-day moving average. It bounced right even before touching the 20-day moving average. So for the short term, we are bullish and we need to assume continuation in this little uptrend that we are having here. So yeah, I would assume resistance at $270 more or less, but I would say maybe it'll just go sideways for a little bit. I'm thinking maybe 300 or 400 will actually be retested, you know, as a main resistance and get rejected, but maybe we actually come up all the way here to retest this resistance. That's what it seems. You know, at least for the time being, that's what I always say, follow the trend. And in this time frame, you see the reversal candle here, and then, you know, quite the buying pressure here. So follow the trend. Let's take a look at the 4 hours. And yeah, the 4 hours, you see it crossed bullish. It just had a little fake cross here, but very quickly crossed bullish again. So we are bouncing on moving averages. We just need to wait for this moving average to catch up with the price. I would anticipate the price will go sideways here for the next few hours, maybe day or two, because these are the 4 hour candles. So you don't need many candles, you know, to be 1 or 2 days here. And then once the 20 and the 50 period moving average touch the price, boom, another bounce, and then again maybe sideways again until the moving average catches up, and then boom, another pump here. So yeah, I would assume continuation in these smaller time frames. It's going up, so assume continuation for the time being, but always having in consideration the dominant trend in bigger time frames. But yeah, for swing trading or for short-term trading, for the time being is going up, so assume continuation. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. Yes, you see it's perfectly bouncing. Well, here it went below a little bit, so it had a little bit of a fake out here, but in general it's following moving averages. I would continue to trade the trend, and in this case, in these smaller time frames, the trend is up. It's doing higher highs, higher lows. We had quite the bearish weeks here, so that's not good. There's a strong resistance at this level. Let me drop the line. This is 255. Let's see if it breaks. It needs to break that level. I think it'll break because it got rejected very badly here a couple of times. It went down, but it quickly started bouncing again on moving averages. So the fact that it didn't continue to go down, it seems it wants to go back up and try again, and you know, the more it tries, eventually it'll probably break. So if we need to break to 50 or to 55 more or less right now for the very short term. If 255 is broken, then, you know, assume continuation in the upside for the shorter term, and the next resistance is going to be around 400. I have here 344. Maybe it won't make it exactly to 400, and you know, people with big wallets will start to sell earlier, because you know, usually traders, they don't wait until the exact number. They start selling before to make sure their orders are filled, especially when they are big orders. So yeah, between 350 and 400, I would say that's the real resistance level. Until we get there, hey, maybe we continue to go up here for the shorter term. But of course, that's not saying that this was the bottom or the end of the bear market at all, looking at bigger time frames. So that's what I have for Ethereum. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye.